Very good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the current affairs classes. I hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to cover the most important and relevant MCQs from 6 to 7 November. More weightage is from 6 November. Some of the MCQs from 7 November I will be covering in the 7 to 8th class. Okay. So some of the MCQs from 7th of November news have been taken, while rest of them are from 6th of November, and some which are left will be continued in the 7 to 8 session. I hope the audio and video is all good. Okay, just a minute. All right. So let's begin with the class. First question in front of you. First question, tell me the right answer. PM E-Drive scheme is in news. So first we have a question from PM E-Drive. So PM E-Drive is in news, that is important. PM E-Drive scheme will be in implementation up to which period? So you have seen recently in IRDAI phase 1 these kind of questions they have asked. Implementation phase of certain important schemes, if you can remember, that would be okay, right? Tell me the implementation phase of PM E-Drive scheme. March 2026, March 31st, 2025, April 2026, 27, 28. What is the implementation? So up to which period it will be in implementation phase? This is the question. PME drive. So the correct answer here is March 31, 2026. Remember. So the implementation phase of PME drive will be there into operation until March 31, 2026. Now what is this PME drive scheme? You can have a look at the scheme as well. So this is the news. Government of India has disbursed around 320 crores to the electric two-wheelers and three-wheelers and e-rickshaw under the PM Electric Drive Revolution in order to innovate vehicle enhancement. So PM E-Drive basically stands for your Prime Minister Electric Drive Revolution in Innovative Vehicle Enhancement. You can remember this extension. It has started from October 1 and then will be in implementation until 31st March 2026. So you can remember the extension of PM E-Drive. That can also be one of the probable question from here. So of course, the scheme aims to innovate in the electric vehicle segment. Okay, and the extension or the full form is Prime Minister Electric Drive Revolution in Innovation Vehicle Enhancement. I hope this is clear. So one of the questions was this. Now next question in front of you. Consider the following about the first advance estimates of production of major agricultural crops, particularly Kharif only here. No Rabi and Zaid crops are being considered for the year 2024, 24-25. So your first advance estimates of production of major agricultural crop, Kharif crop, is out, and we have a question in front of you. Tell me. These are the statements. Just read these statements carefully and then let me know the answer. Yes, any answer? So first the statement you have is, for the first time in this advance estimate, data from Digital Crop Survey, DCS, data from Digital Crop Survey has been first time utilized to prepare the area estimates. This is the first statement. Second says, a DCS based crop area estimation has been done for these states, states of Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Odisha, wherein 100% of districts are covered under this DCS in Kharif 2024 crop season. This is the second statement. Third says, and this use of digital crop survey in the estimation of area or for the area under estimation, it has led to a substantial rise in area under sugarcane, particularly in UP. Which of these statements are correct? You have to tell this. Okay. Which of these statements are correct? So if you see, first and second are correct. First and second are correct. This is incorrect. This is true that this first advance estimate of major agricultural crop is out, and this is also true that first time they have utilized the digital crop survey for the area estimation. That has significantly increased the area under estimation. That is true. These states were covered, UP, Gujarat, Odisha and Madhya Pradesh. 100% of districts were covered. That is also true. Remember that, okay? But the third statement, that use of digital crop survey under this, it has led to substantial rise in area under sugarcane. This is incorrect. It has led to substantial rise in area under rice, remember. This is not sugarcane. It is area under rice, particularly in the state of UP, has significantly risen. So third is incorrect, hence A should be the right answer. 1 and 2 are the correct statements. I hope this is clear, and it is an important news article. You should go through this news in your content very religiously and carefully. Okay. So this is the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare releasing the first advance estimates of production of major agricultural crops. And for the first time, data from the digital crop survey has been utilized under this. These were the states wherein 100% of districts were covered. You can have a look at this. Also, it has led to substantial rise in area under rice, particularly, not under sugarcane. Okay. So A is the right answer. Next question. With which bank recently has the central government signed an agreement for improving water supply facilities and delivery in the state of Uttarakhand? So which multilateral bank, I'm giving you a hint, which multilateral bank has recently signed an agreement with the central government for water and sanitation facilities or water supply to the state of Uttarakhand? Tell me. These kind of questions you have seen, right? MOUs and agreements and partnerships, particularly if they are with any international or multilateral bank. Yes. Which bank is it? World Bank, Asian Development Bank, BRICS Bank or African Development Bank? Asian Development Bank? Very good. So, yes. ADB is the right answer, Asian Development Bank. So recently Center has collaborated with ADB for providing proper water supply to the state of Uttarakhand. Remember that. B is the right answer here, Asian Development Bank. You can have a look at this news. Central government and the Asian Development Bank have signed loan agreement to upgrade water supply, sanitation, urban mobility, etc. in Uttarakhand. Next question. HCLTech. Now this is again very important. HCLTech has recently announced an AI or cloud native lab, AI lab basically. okay, HCLTech has recently announced an AI lab in Singapore. So remember the country. First question in the question itself, you have one important question from the question itself is coming. So this recent AI lab has been established by HCLTech in which country? In Singapore. But this is not the question. This is just one important news that will be developed in partnership with Singapore government. That's okay. But where are the other labs located? So this is not only first time this lab has been opened up. There are certain other countries with which we have these kind of labs being set up. So you have to tell me which all are the other countries with whom we have these kind of labs opened by HCLTech. Okay, Nitin, you are saying E. Okay, all right. So US, India, UK, Germany, all these countries are there where these labs are located apart from Singapore. So recently the addition is Singapore. Okay, so Singapore will be your 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth country. 4 countries are here. All of the above, these labs are located. So E is the right, sorry, E is the right answer here. A, B, C, D. All these countries are there. You can have a look at the news. Indian IT consulting company HCLTech has announced an AI lab in Singapore that will be developed with the government, and the other labs are located at US, UK, Germany and India. Remember these locations, okay? Now, moving on to the next question, we have fifth question in front of you. You have IREUK Titanium Limited. It is going to be India's first such joint venture in Central Asia. This Titanium Limited is going to be first joint venture in Central Asia for the production of titanium slag. Now this joint venture is between India and which country? This joint venture is between India and which country? Tell me. Any answers? Alright, so it is between India and Kazakhstan, remember. That is true. India and Kazakhstan. For the production of titanium slag, this joint venture is there. Now remember, titanium slag is a very important resource in further titanium-based production of titanium-based alloys, for example, and a lot of industries, right? So titanium slag, this joint venture is in collaboration between India and, remember, Kazakhstan. So D is the right answer here. Very good. Then, so you have Indian Rare Earths Limited from India, Indian Rare Earths Limited from India, and your this counterpart from Kazakhstan, they have signed an agreement to establish this. The next question we have is, at ISA's third edition of High Level Conference. So recently, International Solar Alliance's third edition of a high level conference on new technologies for clean energy transition was held in New Delhi. Okay. Under this program, so first of all, you have to remember certain questions coming out of this question itself. Which edition? Third edition. Where it was held? New Delhi. Okay, what was the conference? On technologies for clean energy transition. Now here 4 reports have been released. 4 reports have been released. Which of the following is not there among these 4 reports? You have to tell me. Okay. So 4 reports have been released at this conference. You have to tell me which is not among these options. Which of the following is not the report which has been released at this conference? Tell me. World Solar Market Report, World Investment Report, World Technology Report, Green Hydrogen Readiness Assessment for African countries. None of the above? Yes. None of the above is the answer because none of the above is there which is not released. So all of them is released, right? All of them have been released. World Solar Market Report was also released. World Investment Report was also released. World Technology Report was also there. And then Green Hydrogen Readiness Assessment for African countries was also there. So all of them were there. Hence, because which is not there was asked, so none of the above will be answer. You can have a look at this and just go through the news. These were the 4 reports launched at this 3rd edition of ISA conference on clean energy transition. Then we have the next question. Question number 7. What is the theme of National Adoption Awareness Month? National Adoption Awareness Month. So, you know, November is observed. November has been observed as National Adoption Awareness Month. So, what is the theme of National Adoption Awareness Month 2024? Tell me. Out of these themes, which has been decided as the theme for 2024 National Adoption Awareness Month? And remember the month as well. National Adoption Awareness Month also becomes important apart from the theme. Yes, answers please. Rehabilitation of older children through foster care and foster adoption. Rehabilitation of older children through better opportunities and skills, or the else. Okay, so you're saying E, rehabilitation of older children through higher education and healthcare facilities? No. The theme is rehabilitation of older children through foster care and foster adoption. A is the right answer here. Okay. A is the right answer here. A is the theme, rehabilitation of older children through foster care. Now, what is this foster care? Foster care is basically when you take the guardianship of these children who do not have their parents alive, right? So taking guardianship of these children is basically the foster care and foster adoption. So A is the right answer here. The theme for National Adoption Awareness Month 2024 is rehabilitation of older children through foster care and foster adoption. You can see here, and November is celebrated as or observed as National Adoption Awareness Month. So remember the month as well, November, and this is the theme, rehabilitation of older children through foster care. Next question. According to the estimates by Counterpoint Research, so according to a recent report and estimates by Counterpoint Research, India's smartphone market. You see these kind of questions recently they have asked, right? What is India's rank, or say, yes, India's rank in terms of volume, not in terms of value. In terms of volume, according to this Counterpoint Research, what is India's rank in a smartphone market in terms of volume? Which position does India hold in terms of a smartphone production or smartphone market in volume terms, not value terms? So on the basis of volume, production volume, okay? Third, second, fourth, first, or seventh? You're saying A. So in terms of volume, it is second, okay? If you see, in terms of volume, smartphone market of India has emerged as the second largest globally by volume. That's why I specifically asked you in terms of volume, not in terms of value. So we have two questions coming from here. In terms of volume, India's smartphone market is second largest globally. So which is the first largest? That is China. Okay. But in terms of value, if you see, value may you have first as China, second is US, and then third is India. Okay. So remember that in terms of volume, smartphone market of India, second largest after China. In terms of value, smartphone market in India, third largest after China and US. I hope this is clear. Remember that. So then we have the next question. RBI has recently made the 10-year sovereign green bonds eligible in the FAR category. Now this is going to be important again, coming from the regulatory body. So RBI has recently made eligible the 10-year sovereign green bond has been made eligible in the FAR category. You have to tell me what is this FAR category. What does it FAR stands for? What does this FAR stands for? Fully accessible route, freely accessible route, fortnightly available route, or fully available route? Yes, what is the right answer? A, fully accessible route. Okay. All right, fully accessible route. Now what does that mean? If we are saying, first of all, what are these green bonds, sovereign green bonds? Green bonds, you see what is the purpose of issuing these particular kind of bonds, like you have sovereign gold bonds, you have green bonds, right? So green bonds particularly raise funds for financing green or sustainable projects basically. All right. Now, they have been made available in the FAR category or fully accessible route. Fully accessible route. What does that imply? That means now the non-resident Indians without any restriction will be allowed to invest in these 10-year sovereign green bonds. Okay. The non-resident Indians will have free access, full access to invest into these bonds. Now that shows that RBI is continuously focusing in attracting foreign investments without any restrictions. This is the implication. Okay, so remember this. Now, this inclusion of green bonds in the FAR category is expected to increase investor appetite, because now they will be opened up for the non-resident investors without any restriction, as I have discussed with you. Okay. Next question. Environment, Forest and Climate Change Ministry has recently doubled up the penalties against stubble burning. So you see, stubble burning is one of the, I'm not saying the sole cause, one of the major causes of pollution in Delhi NCR region, if you see, right now. And stubble burning is actually harmful. It releases a lot of pollutant gases. So government, is continuously trying to roll out schemes which can utilize this agricultural residue, and farmers will be able to monetize upon that residue. They need not burn the stubble. Like you had one scheme, if I'm correctly recalling it, one scheme was there, I think 1-2 years back only it was rolled out. It was palletization scheme, something like that. Okay, so if you can confirm, anyone? Yes, Nitin. It was something like palletization scheme, which, yes, we have other schemes as well, but that was a major one for reducing or curbing the cases of stubble burning, right? Which aimed at converting this waste into pellets, which can then be further utilized for in thermal power plant furnaces. So this was the scheme. I'm not able to recall the exact name, but it had certain name. One of the components like palletization, something like that. So if you can go and research about it, just go and research about it, then tell me. Okay, so stubble burning is a cause of concern for these areas, Haryana, Punjab, Delhi, UP, etc. So continuous efforts are being taken. Recently, penalties have been doubled. Okay, from the current penalty rates, they have been revised, almost doubled they have been. So this is the question, that Environment, Forest and Climate Change Ministry has recently doubled up the penalties for stubble burning. Accordingly, farmers who hold land more than 5 acres, if they hold more than 5 acres of land and they are engaged in stubble burning, how much penalty will they have to pay after this revised list, after this revision? So yes, this is 30,000. Earlier it was 15,000. So as I told you, it has been doubled. Three categories are there. Farmers with less than, remember, 2 acres of land holding, the revised penalty is 5,000. Earlier it was 2,500. Farmers having an area of land from 2 to 5 acres, they will have to pay 10,000. Earlier it was 5,000. Farmers who have land holding more than 5 acres, they have to pay 30,000. Earlier it was 15,000. So these are the revised penalties. Next question in front of you. First integrated checkpost along the Indian-Bhutan border has been inaugurated in which of these following states? So first integrated checkpost along the Indo-Bhutan border has been inaugurated. That's why this becomes important. Tell me in which state it has been established. First integrated checkpost along the Indo-Bhutan border or India-Bhutan border. Yes, answers please. Also, it would be better if you tell me what is an integrated checkpost. What is the purpose this integrated checkpost serves? All right, Nitin, you are saying Assam. That's the right answer. If you can tell me what is the purpose of establishing an integrated checkpost? What all are the facilities they provide? Integrated checkpost. So here the correct answer is Assam. In Assam, this first integrated checkpost between India and Bhutan or along the India-Bhutan border has been established. Assam is the right answer. What is an integrated checkpost? If you see, generally a checkpost serves for easy movement of the people and freight and military purposes. But integrated checkpost serves a lot of purposes. So you have customs. Okay. So it is under various surveillance of various departments, right? You have movement of freight and passengers. So customs has say into this. Then you have military operations, of course. Military purpose के लिए it is also there. Then it will also enable easy movement of people across this checkpost for both the countries, India and Bhutan. Yes, this is how it is going to improve connectivity, but not only connectivity. See, all these purposes specifically if you classify, okay? Easy movement of people as well between the two countries. So remember this. So this has been inaugurated in the Daranga immigration checkpost in Tamulpur district of Assam between India and Bhutan. It has been, remember, developed by Land Ports Authority of India. Next question. Recently, which edition of a joint military exercise, Austrahind? So, you know, the name only suggests that Austrahind exercise is there. So, it will be between India and Australia. But you have to tell me which is the latest edition, which has commenced at Foreign Training Node in Pune, Maharashtra. Which edition of this Austrahind exercise has been conducted recently in Pune, Maharashtra? Yes, tell me. Third, fourth, eighth, second, sixth or second? Third edition? You're sure? All right, very good. So if you see the news, the third edition of joint military exercise Austrahind has commenced at Pune between India and Australia, of course. And the last edition was held in Australia. Okay. This is the third edition. Remember that. Third edition. Now, next question which I have for you is this. According to the recent QS World University rankings, so you know these rankings are released every year. No sound? Why? It is audible, right? Yes, Nitin, please confirm. I'm audible, right? Anyone? Please confirm, am I audible or not? Yes? Alright. So, 13th question. According to the QS World University Rankings Asia 2025, India features how many institutions in the top 50? So, you know these rankings, they give you the ranking of the top universities. Tell me, how many institutions from India are there in top 50 under this QS World University Ranking, which is the premier ranking reports for all the institutions and universities across the globe. It gives ranking to the important institutions. How many institutions from India have featured in the top 50 into this? Tell me. 3, 4, 5 or 3, 4, 8, 6, 2. Skip? Okay, but I cannot skip, right? I cannot skip. You want to skip? That's okay. So the correct answer here is 2. Okay, correct answer here is 2. India has featured 2 institutions in top 50 of this ranking. This is important. Please go through this religiously. You can see questions from this thing. So according to the QS World University Ranking Asia 2025, and this is for Asia, okay, India's Indian Institute of Technology Delhi has ranked 44. Remember, this is featuring institutions from Asia only. So IIT Delhi has ranked 44th under this. Which are the top 5 institutions? You at least remember the top institution, okay, whether it belongs to India or not. So the top institution ranked according to this for Asia region is Peking University. This is for Asia region particularly. Peking University from China. Second is University of Hong Kong from Hong Kong, and then National University of Singapore. So you have China, Hong Kong and Singapore clinching the top 3 ranks here. IIT Delhi ranked 44. India has featured 2 institutions in top 50. So you have IIT Delhi and then IIT Bombay at 48th rank. Okay, 44th and 48th rank respectively. And India has featured 5 institutions in top 100. So Madras, Kharagpur, IIT Madras, Kharagpur, India Institute of Science, and then IIT Kanpur and University of Delhi is also there. So DU is in top 100. Okay. You can remember that. So, you know, we had this much question for today. I have covered all the important news from 5th to 6th November with you. Till here, up to 6th November, we have seen all the important news being covered in the Q&A format. Some of the questions, as I told you in the beginning of the class only, have been covered from the 7th November news affairs. Some will be taken in the next class, 7th to 8th November. Okay, remaining questions. So I will be covering the remaining questions in 7th to 8th November class in the next session. I hope these questions become useful for you. You are finding them interesting. If you have any doubt from today's class, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'll end this session here. And please go through the content accordingly. These patterns should help you in identifying the core or important areas on which you should be focusing upon when you go through the content. Any doubts do you have? Or shall I wrap up the session? I'm waiting if you have any questions, otherwise. All right then. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next class with next set of questions. Till then, have a great day. Keep on revising and reading. Have a great day. Thank you.